Lake effect snow is wrapping up here across Michigan, but an active pattern continues with chances of snow for both Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I'm Ryan. This is Michigan Storm Chasers. Welcome to the channel. Let's go ahead and dive into the next 72 hours or so of weather here in Michigan. We're going to say bye to our lake effect snow today. We're going to notice, another clipper system is going to pass through late tonight into early Thursday morning. Go and take this full screen for you guys. We're seeing our first snowflakes up here in the western UP later on tonight around the 8 o'clock time frame. It's going to push slowly through the northern part of the state here. As it does so, it will move southeast, reaching the further to the south here. It kind of weakens a bit while it does so. So lower Michigan, scattered snow showers, nothing too steady or heavy, so to speak. But this does kick up some lake effect snow behind it during the day on Thursday, which may add to some totals here. In terms of accumulation, go ahead and hop over here to the model, run this through 48 hours. We're going to see that accumulation starting up there in the western UP later tonight. That clipper moves through, it dumps about an inch or so of snow, and then we have a lake effect response behind it. When all is said and done, as we get toward that Friday morning time frame, our lake effect belts do accumulate 1 to 4 inches or so of snow. So that's anywhere from Mackinac, Gaylord, down here Traverse City, Grand Rapids, Kalamazoo, all the way up here to the UP, Sault Ste. Marie, Munising, over here toward Marquette, and then we have Ironwood, Houghton area. Like, it's a pretty good chunk here of 1 to 4 inches of snow. But elsewhere for East Michigan, we're seeing anywhere from a dusting to about an inch or two. Up in the thumb has potential for an inch, maybe 2 or 3 in spots. But overall, light snow here for your late tonight into Thursday time frame. Nothing significant, nothing heavy. 1 to 4 inches is what we're kind of going with for our lake effect snow forecast. We'll have a full forecast up on our page later on today for you guys to go look at. Overall, not a big deal. Going back here to the HRRR model, though, we are watching a secondary system here passing through for Friday. Right now, it appears to be staying to the north, so UP could add some very light accumulations here for Friday. And then the big talk comes for Saturday and perhaps Sunday as well. We are tracking and have been tracking, if you guys have paid attention to our page, we've been tracking a slight risk for heavy snow from the CPC between the 18th and 20th or so of January. And that does appear to be still on track, although I'm not going to say on track for heavy snow, but I will say there seems to be a system kind of peeking its head through still. We're only 3 or 4 days away, but models are still kind of split on the overall solution. The GFS has been consistent. The European has started to bring a system in as well. Let's go ahead and dive in here, give you guys an idea of what to potentially expect. So here's the GFS model on a US basis here. This is our systems to watch. Blue is snow, and then green is obviously rain there. The blue H's are high pressures. The red L's are low pressures. Let's go ahead and move this in. Here's our clipper system for late tonight into tomorrow. That moves through. Here comes our second clipper system for the northern parts of Michigan. It may miss us to the north, or it could brush there for the UP. But then pay attention down here. Late Friday night, we have a system developing to our south and west here, Missouri area, with that low pressure centered over Oklahoma. That's going to slowly move up our way. As it does so, cold air is going to filter in on the north side of the system, which may give us some snow chances here. We're seeing a precip change over to snow for your Saturday morning. So Saturday at 4 a.m. for reference. As this moves into the very late morning hours on Saturday, it kind of turns a little bit heavier in terms of our snowfall. So southern Michigan there may get a good, I'm not going to say dumping, but a good few inches of snow with the system if the GFS model does play out. That will move off and out of the state by later in the afternoon Saturday. We could see a lake effect response behind the system as those winds do turn northwesterly, and we see a good response lake effect in Michigan here past Saturday into Sunday. So overall consensus of this is pay attention. We may have a system passing through here. This is a system that the CPC has kind of been highlighting for a risk for heavy snow. It doesn't appear it's going to be heavy by any means, but I do think it does have potential to dump maybe 3 to 5 inches of snow for portions of Michigan. As of right now, that could change, but looking at the GFS model, it's a pretty widespread area across Southeast Michigan, especially, of anywhere from like 2 to 3 or 4 inches of snow. So overall, I do think there's a chance for snow come Saturday. We'll keep an eye on it, and we'll have a forecast out when more confidence is had. Confidence is low because models are kind of models are all over the place, so to speak, on where the system goes and how quickly it changes to snow. So we'll keep you guys updated on that. In terms of after this system on Saturday, this is going to usher in our very Arctic cold temperatures. We have a 7-day graphic here, which is going to be valid pretty much across the entire state here. We're going to see a warm up for Thursday, Friday, and the first part of Saturday. We could be touching 37, maybe making a run at 40 by the time Friday is over. So upper 30s definitely a possibility. But then as we move into the day on Saturday, we're going to see that low temperature on Saturday at 10. And then as we move into Sunday, Monday, we're seeing high temperatures in the single digits across all of Michigan and low temperatures Monday into Tuesday morning, likely going to be below zeros. UP could be as low as -15 for your air temperatures. But not just that, we're looking at wind chills, concerning wind chills at that. We could be talking -10, -15 to -20 in terms of our wind chills. So we may be getting some blanketed cold weather advisories here or cold weather warnings. They're new products this year they're new products this year, replacing wind chill advisories and stuff like that. So we could get our first taste of these new advisories being issued this upcoming week here. So overall, do prepare yourselves for the upcoming cold. Make sure your furnaces and heating systems are working. Make sure you guys have extra blankets. Just make sure you're taking all your precautions in preparations for this upcoming cold snap. Now, it's not going to stay cold for too long. 4 or 5 days worth of Arctic air, 2 days really brutal cold and wind, but overall, it should just be a quick 4 or 5 days of cold. We'll be back into a more seasonal pattern here. So overall, that's your forecast. Be sure to comment if you have any comments or questions for us. Be happy to answer those. With that being said, we're going to end the video on a shout out to our sponsor. We're going to go with StormGuard Roofing and Construction based out of Detroit Metro. They cover Macomb, Oakland counties as well. 248-985-3239. Give them a call if you need some construction or roofing work done on your homes. With that being said, I'll catch you guys later here at MSC YouTube for another update video. You guys stay safe, stay warm.